Hey everybody, this is David Rauschuber with The Strongest Root. Today's video is going to be more about maintenance, doing some work around with the Tempranillo vines that we put in last week. If you saw that video, I'm going to have to show you what happened. The rabbits got after me. I should have put some cages around them. I should know better. So we're going to work on that too today. At the end of the last video though, I harvested a bunch of parsley. It was a big handful. So this is what it yields. When you dry it out, put it in the grinder, even though it's a big old handful like that, you got to do it multiple times. So we'll harvest some more of that, put that in the dryer, and let's get into it. So if you remember last week, I put these Tempranillo vines in, and we put the little rails up there. They all had really nice leaves. You can see they all have been kind of topped off. So this really stinks. That one's got some leaves left, but I think I'll be okay. Should be able to grow back and come back this season, not a problem. So this is what they all looked like when they went in the ground. So that's unfortunate, but anyway. So one of the other things we're going to do today too is we're going to do a little maintenance. As you can see, my snow peas there are dying off. It's getting a little hot out here, but on a good note, look at the size of those tomatoes coming over. So these tomato plants are growing really, really well. They're doing great. So that is working out quite well. On some of the maintenance front though, we need to fix this little fence here. We've had a lot of storms, not sure why that one came loose, but it did. Some of these onions need to get pulled. Radishes that we put in about 2 weeks ago, coming up nice. Getting a lot of squirrels digging, it's always a problem. Get a lot of pressure from varmints. And then I got to figure out what I'm going to do with my peppers. The soil continues to sink here, get a lot of water. As you can see, I started turning the ground a little bit. I'm trying to get some air in the ground, maybe dry it out a little bit, but we're going to get more storms as we go here. So, and then these plants have had it. We're going to need to go ahead and replace those, repot some new flowers. But then on an amazing note, you can see how big my potato plants are getting. Those are absolutely gorgeous. Leaves are starting to die off, so they're going to be ready to harvest here once they kind of die back. That's about the time when the potatoes really start growing well. So let's do some maintenance and let's harvest some more herbs, and that'll be awesome. Okay, so we're going to harvest some thyme. I've got 3 different bushes here. We've got some English lemon and some regular. I mix them. I think the flavor is great. So I'm going to cut these actually by half. They're getting big in these containers. Thought about putting them in grow bags, give them some more root space. They'd get a little bit bigger. But anyway, so what we're going to just cut it back. I just like to grab it by, get good chunks of it here. I'm going to tell you what, if you haven't invested in a good pair of clippers or shears, whatever you want to call them, highly underrated. These things are great. They're very precise. They do a great job. And also, I think today, it's been probably 4 weeks. I'm going to also fertilize a lot. So it's just that time again to fertilize. It always helps. The temperature here is getting really hot. We're still getting a lot of rain, and it's a good time. They're growing fast, so let's keep feeding them, keep growing. You can see I already got quite a bit. That'll be about half a jar. Get over here and get some of this lemon thyme. Actually, I think I had one more plant down on the other side. Whew. You can only smell it. It smells so good. I think there was one, yeah, right here. So we're going to take a good chunk out of this one. And they just come back stronger. Every time you prune them back, they just keep coming back. So it's just good practice just to prune them and keep going. So as you can see, I'm starting to sweat already out here, and it's about 1,000,000 degrees. I think it's going to rain today. Anyway, I'm going to go get that in the dryer, and we'll try to figure out what we're going to do about these Tempranillos. Okay, so my problem with the Temperanitos, I believe, is rabbits. We have a ton of rabbits around here. I was sitting on the patio the other night. I counted probably 4 rabbits in my neighbor's yard on my left, 2 or 3 in the right. And as you can see, we sit on this beautiful golf course and you see them out here running and playing all the time. So I think that's what my problem is. I'm hoping it is. If not, I have to go get a game camera and figure it out. But so what I've come up with is this is the same wire I used for my fencing to go around my beds. It's just some, kind of medium grade chicken wire. Made it into a little cylinder. So what I think we'll do is just get these around here. And I just need to get the pressure off of the leaves is really what my goal is here. So I think if I did this, and what I can do, I think what probably wind up needing to do is maybe just go ahead and get a piece of wire, secure it to the fence. That way it doesn't move around much. Even if the rabbits do kind of hit on it, it won't move. So I think that'll work. So go make a bunch of them. Okay, so I pulled these up, got them off of here, put some nylon string on them. You can see, look at my clusters, they're getting really big there. Okay, so as you can see, my snow peas are dying off. We got a lot out of them. Had some good crops this year, so can't complain there. I'm going to just pull these and then we'll just grind them up and put them in with the worms. They like to eat. It's great brown material to put in with the worm farms. So that'll be easy there. I have to get the paint back out so I can paint these because I didn't paint this earlier this year because of the way it was growing in. I may actually try to replant something else to grow up here. These tomatoes are doing really good. I need to get some more string. I've already got some string up here. Get these pulled up a little bit more. We're starting to get quite a few clusters, which is nice. We got 3 really pretty clusters. The onions are coming along. On this side, looks like these peas have died off as well. As you can see, I got a hot mess here with all these onions that have gotten big and bloomed. They're about ready to pull. Some of those bulbs are about, that big at this point. So I'll probably pull some of those reds, clean this up a little bit. What you can't see is my carrots are all about this big, so those are moving along really, really good. So, have to work this out a little bit. And then try to pull this through. Not too bad. It's actually a decent green. I like to keep an organized garden, but it's tough when it's small. So you just got to pack it in and get as much production out of it as you can. There's some peas right there. We'll keep those guys. Snack on those later this afternoon. So we'll grab a few more things out of here. I made a fatal mistake about 2 years ago in this bed. I actually put some mint in here. If I can make any recommendations to a first-time gardener, never put mint in the ground. Put it in a pot. Don't put it in the ground because it will take over like you won't believe. And no matter what you do, you can't get rid of it. Okay, so I put the string up on this one. I'm going to do the same on the other side. These guys are growing a little bit slower, but they're coming. They've got nice clusters on them, so I'm going to put some string on those. Just very simple. Doesn't have to be anything complex. I like to kind of tie it like this. Just a simple knot. Nothing too crazy. And then come around and put a little pressure on them. We want them to climb up. We're trying to encourage them to go up. So that's going to be about right. Make 2 wraps here. And if it gets any hotter today, I'm not going to know what to do with myself. So it is smoking out here. All right, so that's probably about good. Just cut that. Tie that guy off. We'll be in good shape. So it's easy. just gives them some support, which is important as they grow. So keep them off the ground, so it helps a ton. So just got to get out here every week, kind of maintenance them, follow them up, and they'll keep producing great. Okay, so one of the last projects we're going to do today is fertilize. So have different fertilizers for different plants. This one's for the herb garden and vegetables, so I'll sprinkle that around. This is for the citrus. We've got a couple lemon trees, one key lime tree. I like to keep those fed. So I did this probably 6 weeks ago, so it's time to do it again. One of the other ones I like to use too is this fish emulsion. This stuff works amazing. It seems like every time I put it around, whatever I put it on has automatic growth like within a couple of days. So this stuff is horribly stinky, so if you use it, put some gloves on, you pour a little bit into your bucket, fill your bucket up with water, and then go and put it around. On the granular ones, what I like to do is kind of turn the dirt around the top of the plants, sprinkle this in, come back with a water hose, just gently water it in. As wet as it's been here for us, I don't want to overwater them, so I'm trying to be cautious of that. We're going to get some more storms tonight. I think later in the week we've got 3 days worth of rain coming. So it's a good time to get some fertilizer down. Hopefully it'll help. I know some of the plants, especially the peppers, are really struggling with all of the wet. So I'm going to turn that dirt too. So I'm going to go get that done right now, and then we'll see what's left on the checklist. All right, so we've got a lot done today. It's getting hot. Starting to hear some thunderstorms starting to rumble around. You know, it's great. Come out here every day, spend a little time. You know, I think I said in one of my previous videos, I love talking to the plants. They always agree with me, so it works out really, really great. You know, excited about where the potatoes are coming. They are really coming along great. Hope the extra fertilizer perks everything up. So, you know, it's just good to spend time in the garden, even when it's incredibly humid and hot out here. You know, it's still a great little hobby. Great time outside. Get yourself out of the house. So, if you like what you saw today, please like, subscribe, share with a friend. I sure appreciate it. And we'll look forward to seeing you on the next one.